There once lived a young boy who spent every summer in a quiet village where his grandfather lived. Each visit felt like a new adventure, filled with stories, laughter, and long walks through nature. One afternoon, while watching birds in the garden, the boy turned to his grandfather and asked, "Grandpa, when I grow up, I want to be a successful man. Can you teach me how to do that?" His grandfather smiled gently and nodded. "Of course," he said, "but not with words alone." The next morning, they walked together to a local nursery. Rows of plants and saplings danced in the morning breeze. The grandfather picked up 2 small plants, paid the gardener, and they walked back home. When they returned, the grandfather did something unexpected. He planted one of the saplings in a clay pot and placed it inside the house, near a sunny window. The other he planted outside, in open soil, where it would face wind, rain, and everything nature had to offer. Then he turned to his grandson and asked, "What do you think? Which of these 2 plants will thrive more in the years to come?" The boy thought for a moment. "I think the one inside," he replied. "It's protected, no rain, no harsh sunlight, no animals to damage it. The one outside could get ruined by storms or heat." His grandfather simply smiled and said, "We'll see." The summer ended, and the boy returned to the city. Life moved on. Years passed. Then, 4 years later, the boy, now a teenager, returned once again to spend a few weeks with his grandfather. On his very first day back, he remembered the conversation. "Grandpa," he said with a grin, "last time I asked you how to be successful, you never really answered." "I did," said his grandfather, "but maybe now is the right time to show you." They stepped outside. First, the grandfather pointed to the potted plant inside the house. It had grown, yes, but only a little. It was alive, still green, but small and delicate. Then they walked outside. There, standing tall under the open sky, was a tree, strong, wide. Its branches reached in all directions, offering shade and shelter. Birds nested in it. Its roots were thick and deep. It was the same little plant they had once planted together. "Now," said the grandfather, "which one of these 2 became stronger? Which one is more successful?" The boy stared at the tree in amazement. "The one outside," he whispered. "But how? It faced so many risks. It wasn't protected like the one inside." The grandfather nodded. "Yes, that tree outside faced storms, heavy rains, burning sunlight, even wandering animals. But those very hardships made it grow stronger." He placed a hand on the boy's shoulder. "Because it had to push through tough conditions, its roots dug deeper. The storms didn't weaken it, they trained it. And now, even the strongest winds cannot shake it." The boy looked back at the small plant inside the house. "It stayed safe," the grandfather said, "but it never grew beyond its comfort. It didn't struggle, so it didn't strengthen." Then he turned and said with warmth in his voice, "My dear boy, this is the truth about success. If you always stay where it's safe, if you always avoid challenge and discomfort, you might survive, but you'll never truly grow." The boy listened quietly, the message settling deeply within him. "Comfort," his grandfather continued, "can be the greatest danger, because comfort never builds character. Struggles, setbacks, pain, these are not curses. They are invitations. Invitations to grow into the person you're meant to become." He paused. "Many people spend their lives trying to avoid the storms, but the ones who succeed, they are the ones who learn to stand in the storm, who let the wind shape them, and came out stronger." The boy took a long breath and stared up at the tall tree again, letting the weight of his grandfather's words sink in. Sometimes we see challenges in life as enemies, but they are not. They are teachers. They build endurance. They build patience. They build wisdom. The very trials we avoid might be the same ones designed to unlock our true potential. The story of those 2 plants reminds us you can choose comfort and remain small, or choose challenge and become something greater. Yes, struggles will come. You will fall. You will feel tired. And some days, giving up will seem easier. But remember, growth doesn't come from ease. It comes from rising again and again. So the next time life hits you hard, when it feels like the storm won't pass, don't ask, why me? Instead ask, what is this trying to grow in me? Because just like that tree, the roots you're building today through pain and pressure will be the very reason you stand strong tomorrow. And one day, you'll look back, just like the boy, and realize the hardships didn't stop you. They shaped you, and that is how success is born. If this story touched your heart, please consider subscribing. Your support helps me share more inspiring stories like this one.